Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, beautiful people. I love you all. I love Liberia. I love Liberians. I cannot stop loving Liberian. That is why I go to Liberian church. Let me be honest. Listen, I'm not, and racism is not a crime, but when you are racist and your attitude suppress another people, then it's a crime. But I love my Liberian people. And it's in the Bible tells us that God loved the Jewish people. I love the Liberian people. You know, I love Liberian people. I love Liberians because no matter what happened, Liberians can always stand by you. You know, in the diaspora, in this area, let me tell you fun. I can always joke and say, they got flat rate. They will come to your wedding meeting and they will tell you, say, when I don't want something to make you marry, but at the end of the day, they will pay. They will contribute. You can get your $1 million insurance. When you die, they will contribute. That one thing, that's why I love the Liberian people. I'll be honest with you. I cannot trade Liberia or Liberians for any other nationality. I'll be honest with you. Yeah. So, guys, today is Monday, January 6th. You remember January 6th? No. Today is January 5th, eh? I think it's 5th. Yeah, January 5th. My mind just went on January 6th. You know, January 6th. Let me see. Today is yes, the 5th of January. January 6th, yeah, you know, how they call it, the insurrection, or that when Henry Costa had his own a protest, January 6th. Good morning, man. How are you? Thank God. Yeah. Okay, guys, we on it again. We on it again. This is live. I'm live on Facebook, YouTube, and on Kia Radio 95.9. For those of you who are watching, listening to us by the way of radio, I want to say good morning to you or good afternoon right now in Liberia. I don't know if it's good afternoon, but this is what we're going to do. Listen, with New Year, new attitude, new behavior, everything should be new. That's why they said New Year. You should be able to change your ways. I pray that your 2026 will be better than your 2025. I pray that you and your family will do good. So don't give up. Don't give up. It's not about how many times you fall, but how well you wake up. You know, it's not how long you serve. It's not how long you serve, but how well you serve. So that's it. 2029 will be a tough year in Liberia. We'll be having an election. And if anybody tell you that campaign have not started, you are wrong. In every competition, right after the end of the competition, the new one continues. So campaign have started unofficially on Facebook, or the blogger, on radio, and whatsoever. We must make the case for our people. We must make the case. That is why I continue to make the case. I'm not shying away from it because I'm not afraid of no one. And trust me, nobody will intimidate us. Nobody going to intimidate us. No matter what happens, nobody going to intimidate us. So we will do what is right, and because everything we're saying, that's the fact. I know some of you, when you're seeing, you're here to hear about Alex Cummings. You will hear him. You will hear about Alex Cummings. Alex Cummings, Alexander Benedict Cummings. Alexander Cummings is a Liberian. His father and mother met in Monrovia. Listen, let me give you the little history of Alexander Cummings. Sometimes we don't know. And Alex Cummings' father was 10 years old when he left Liberia. Alex Cummings' father, to show you how well I know my candidate, because you must do your research. You can't just sit there and you support someone and you don't know what year they were born and whatsoever. But I will give you a little bit. Alex Cummings' father was born in Maryland. The Cummings are from Togo, but they settle almost like the Bidel. The Bidel from Togo or Ghana, and they settle in Liberia. So now, Alex Cummings' father was a stepchild, like the papa, you know, in Liberia, and the married man, he get one the Jew also, and then they born the pa. But then sometimes the mind one, so the Alex Cummings' grandmother now took her son at the age of 10 years old to Monrovia. And they moved to Monrovia, they lived there, and he grew up. Before that papi now got married and had the children, four, three boys, I think three girls and a boy. They lost one of their sister. And Ernest Cummings been the only child for his mom. Very disciplinary, especially the woman. The woman was the boom. Yes, hardworking woman. And she too, she's a dentist and went to CWA. So Ernest Cummings is a Monrovia boy. He's a Monserrato man. Live in Monserrato, live in their first house was in Point Four, then they moved to Fiamma. Ernest Cummings was born right to Snapper Hill, right to the clinic there. That's where he was born. Quiet, just like his mom. And those days to come to America was very easy. You don't have to be rich. Because my aunt came to America in 1973 through a student exchange. So Cummings applied, and after he graduated from high school, the man came to the States, graduated, went back to Liberia, worked with LBDI for 2 years, and then had the opportunity again and decided to leave. While he was there, the coup took place. That kept a lot of people out of Liberia anyway. A lot of people stay in America now because of the coup and whatsoever. But Ernest Cummings' mind was still to go back to Liberia no matter what happened. And then he was supposed to work with Pittsburgh Food Company and responsible for Asia. Then went to Coca-Cola in 1997. He was with Coke, the same to Nigeria. From Nigeria, he became part of half of Africa. Then they gave him the whole of Africa, and then they brought him back to Georgia. And then he was working with administration. He was the CFO, Chief Executive Officer, Financial Officer, Vice President. That's not me. It's on the website. You can go and find it. And then he decided to retire in 2016 after spending 40 years working, because he spent almost 20 years with Coca-Cola and he spent other years with, so he decided, listen, I got to do my own business. And he chose to do his own business. And that is what happened. And then he retired, went to Liberia, moved home, and decided to run for president. Is that a crime? No, it's not a crime. At least he's the first guy who I see travel, retired before getting into politics. My Liberian people, it's hard. Everybody, by the time they get a first degree, they won't get in politics. But do you know what it means for you to work in the corporate world in America, controlling over 5,000 people around the world, sitting in one office and networking? It was not an easy thing. He traveled, he barely don't sit home, he travels and whatsoever. And God bless him. God bless him. That's a prayer for us. I want my son to be better than Ernest Cummings. And I show you, I want yours to be better than Ernest Cummings. So we need to teach our people, Liberian people, who won't tell that what somebody get is not for you. If they decide to help you, fine. It's not a must that they must help you because they want to run for office. But they won't teach you. And always in life, we should learn when we go near people who got money. Don't ask for money. Ask the person, say, how you manage? Well, how you manage to be? Tell me, I want a secret. Let the person share with you. We must teach our people how to fish. You can't be begging. That is why they're not respecting us, because we beg too much. And because we beg them too much, that's why they want government will get them more money so they'll be able to give it to you. And they keep you to where you are because they want you to continue to beg them. And they need you more than you need them, because you don't want their vote. Their vote can make them win. Their vote will not make them win. It's not only Liberia, it's all over Africa. But now people are changing. You saw in Ghana, I think in Ghana, they carry a bag of rice, they put to the rice and throw it on the man. And they will come and promise you, they will say this, the people getting rich because of politics. When you're running for office, it's not about the money they're going to pay you. No, it's not about the money. It's your service. That's what people are looking for. So Cummings decided to run. Cummings joined a small little party, ANC. ANC is not bigger than CDC, not bigger than UP. So definitely they're going to give him hard time to win. We're not shying away from it. But we believe there are a lot of good people out there There are a lot of patriotic Liberians like you that can make the difference. What you believe in. You don't have to be in CDC. You know, it reminds me, you know, those days, Iron Barrow, Black Star could play. All the children could play. But they can't get on national team because they got to play for Barrow. For you to play for Barrow, to play on national team or play for Barrow. All these guys, then later on, people say no. Kevin Saber said, I will not join IE. He used to like IE. But lucky enough for him, he was on a small team and he played on Lone Star. So who told you that CMC can be president? Who told you that ANC can be president? Or Liberty Party? Liberty Party, ALP, all these parties has the right to be president. We can't leave it with two parties. It's not because of supporting communists, but also Liberty Party. Not because in Nigeria or in other places say, oh, two-party dominating. Do you know what two-party dominate? Two-party dominate when if this was the first two-party that they founded. In Sierra Leone, they got the SLPP and the ALP. That was the only two-party. That was the only two-party. And ALP and SLPP. Before they start forming the other party. Liberia, we are peculiar people. We are different. If that's the case, that means you two weak parties supposed to be standing by this time. If that's the case, NDP is supposed to be standing. If that's the case, and NPP is supposed to be standing by this time. But that's not the case. Liberia, we are different. We the only people who went through war, kill people, do this, and we stay better off. We stay better. They got other president who took over and stayed there like Mene Museveni. 40 years. 40 years in power. Cameroon president. Liberia will not do it. With all the things, we are blessed. We are blessed people, but we're trying to suppress our blessing. We want people to be a dictator in Liberia. It's not easy to be a dictator in Liberia. It's not easy. Because if you want to be a dictator in Liberia, you might not survive. Imagine military government. We had a military government that I bet you people turn out today. If you're to give Doe a chance, Doe are going to be president up to today. Because if you can get Museveni, but Doe tried to suppress the Liberians, and what happened? Liberia fought back. They fought back. For all the things, because you imagine that and Uganda president, and at that time Doe was still alive. They said when Doe visited Uganda, he came back, he changed. You know what I'm saying? Look at Cameroon president. But Liberians refused to be part of that thing then. They fought back, whether they were rebel and whatsoever, they will fight back. So even if anybody want to do the same thing, Liberians will fight back. If anybody want to seize power, Liberians will fight back. We let trouble, we scare it, but at the same time, we let trouble. So that is why we should go through the ballot box. We have tried everything in Liberia. We have one group of people that led Liberia for 137 years, 33 years, I mean, and they overthrew them. And then we came back. We had war. So we have military government, we have rebel government, then we got civilian government. So it's a cycle. We have gone around. We reached to the end of the cycle. So what we need to do, we must talk. We must say what is going on. Anything that is wrong, we should talk about it. We're not going to fight war. We're not going to bring no rebel business. We're not patriots. You can't even find one good military man in Liberia say patriot. So all the things you're talking about, Liberia will not have a coup just now or ever. You know what I'm saying? They tried it, they succeeded, but it's not going to happen because what happened? I'm telling you, if we're going to be silent, if we're to be silent, by this time, President Doe stay president. Yes. President Doe was going to be president because he was going to steal the next election. Power. Give a poor man power. That's the time you understand. Doe was going to run again. Doe was going to change that constitution to give him power to contest constantly. All the way he will see his friends doing it, he'll do the same thing. But it failed. Liberian people stood up to him And that's the problem. So you see the war brought us some good things and people die. Freedom is not free, my people. So it's not going to happen. When people say Mr. Baka will be there for life, Mr. Baka will be there 24 years, Mr. Baka can see the election. People thought that President we are going to see the election. People thought that President we was going to see the election. But he looked at it at the end of the day, he said no. But don't get me wrong, other people who are challenging, even you still, but you challenge it and said no. We need to do this because it was close. You know what I'm saying? Now we got a new government. That is why we said nothing have changed. How you consider change? What do you want to see in Liberia before you know things have changed? You want to see light? You want to see nice road? Then things have changed. What about the people? What about the people? Look at other countries. What the place themselves, where they just took the president. They got good buildings, but the people suffering. And Donald Trump went there and just collected here and took it from there. But the people were suffering. The security themselves were not even making money. So trust me, you think what the security do? The security, oh man, his daughter got to go for treatment. This, who gave the man money? He take it. Because the people will look at the same way in Liberia, we're looking at officials in a clean tech car, in a nice car, they're driving cars that cost $100,000. Then they say, well, the company bought it. The driving car that costs $85,000. They're in a tinted glass. They can't see anything anymore. When they're sick, they have the ability not to go to Ivory Coast or go any place for treatment. While the ordinary Liberians still struggling to go to JFK. But when we look on the internet and say, oh, everything fine. But look at the people. Rice price is $14, but who can afford it? Gas price going down, but who can afford it? No jobs. No jobs. The vice president of Liberia says he's a businessman. How can you be a businessman and you don't know about the private sector? How can you be a businessman and you don't know that the private sector is the one that create the job? But you must create the avenue for them to create jobs. Because what the president said, he said, you know, my vice president is a businessman. You're a businessman and you don't understand the private sector? Because you sold gas by gallon yesterday, so you're a businessman? Is that what you call businessman? And you don't understand the private sector. We continue to increase the taxes and taxes and taxes on our people. We increase our budget to $1 billion, $1.2 billion, and we still thinking where to get the money from. We still thinking you got $200 million came from a senator. You put it in there. You put it in there. Then when you put it in there, someone next, you know. So all these things we're doing, we're just increasing national budget and security budget, increasing this. Liberians, if this government is doing good, why Martin Colley criticizing the government? Why John Molu is not working in his government? Because John Molu is not a team player. To be a team player in Liberia must be very corrupt. You must understand the people be corrupt. If you're not corrupt, you're not a team player. You people are running around. They were running around. They said, Bilete stole money. Bilete did. Bilete. Why they can't take Bilete to court now? They were running around and said T5, T5, T. They was then thief. They said T5. The men are criminal. The man now he's in the group, sitting right near Boaka, trying to protect his business. Conflict of interest. You guys are just to go in there and praising the government and say yes. But they say the opposition. Listen to me. Let's be honest here and tell the damn truth. You cannot tell me that the people's lives are better off today. They have never been better. From the Wiata, from the Joe Bakata, it's never been better. The sedition will tell you say it was okay during George Wiata. The you people will tell you say it was okay. Liberian, it's not okay. People who living abroad is spending too much money on the people back home. Do you know why Christmas was okay and people think that it's fine? It's because of the Liberians that go to Liberia at Christmas time and we that send money to Liberia. I hear some people, once somebody put a post up and I reply, I went into long details myself. And I said, listen, we said that, oh, the people You got doctors and engineers. Why you can't open hospital in America, in Liberia? Why you can't do? How can you expect a business or Liberian? Why should a Liberian go to Liberia to open a business as if it's never happened before? When the government cannot even protect you, protect the business. We gave money to business people, to Lebanese, to do business, and they get their share. The banks credit them. Even Liberians, they say they got oil black in Liberia. Why they can't open it to Liberians who can bring investor in? I know so many Liberians who carry the investors to Liberia and they bypass them and they took the people from them. And they bypassed them and they took the people from them. Why are we not sincere to our people? Why we are so dishonest? We are very dishonest. And that is the problem in Liberia. Dishonesty is the real problem. Lack of information. Lack of information. There's a group they call the Boxing Ring 4.0. When you look in our group, you see some of the comments in our group. You ask yourself, well, why Liberia is going through problem? And the people now who telling you how government's supposed to work are the people who were there yesterday. And the people who are not there yesterday, who are criticizing today, doing the same thing that was done. So you see, it's a whole political cartel. My Liberian people, that's a whole group. So mainly Ellis Cummings, he's not part of their group. They will not want Ellis Cummings because Ellis Cummings will spoil the chopping. I know some of you coming go now. Ellis Cummings will spoil the chopping according to them. And look, these two parties has failed us. These two parties have failed us. 20 years, going 20 years, there's nothing. They go after each other. They attack. That's what Liberian people will tell you. Let's make the change. Let us make the change come 2029. You are educated. You're smart. You are an independent person. I'm not talking to sedition. I'm not talking to UP. I'm talking to the young children of Liberia. Our education, they got children who have graduated. They can't find anything. When you land on all the politicians, until you can get into the race. But we're looking at present, we're looking at what happened yesterday. Is that what we're going back? If you look at from the Jeremiah Cone, the Ellis Cummings, everybody knows that Ellis Cummings will do better. Ellis Cummings will do better. Everybody aware of it. Even the corrupt ones aware of it. You ask Darrell Dillon, he's aware of it. That's why I will always call Darrell Dillon, because Darrell Dillon is the one that make people turning against politicians because they say they're all the same. And don't get me wrong, Darrell Dillon is still better than all the senators. He understands the issues, he will argue, but all Darrell Dillon know that he will not win it, so he will get his share. Because he's not strong, that is why he fall for it too. Because it was the same Darrell Dillon who said, if I can't beat you, I don't have to join you. But now because he can't beat you, he joined them. So you see, but he's still supporting them. He knows that things are not going good. They plenty, all of them you see working behind Mr. Bwaka. If we start recording, some of them will be bad. They know that things are not working the way it's supposed to be. But they got no choice. Someone else say, well, you know what? Let's just go by the flow. Let's just go by the flow and we'll do whatever we want to do. Then when we talking, you say we stupid. Oh, we want that job we're looking for. That when Mr. Cummings president, so we'll get on a job. Why should I suffer if I'm really looking for a job in Liberia? Why should I wait for 20 years when Mr. Cummings win before I get a job? Why I can't just sing praise President Bwaka, Ellen Johnson, and get me on a job? Because the same thing you did that you're doing right now, I can do the same thing and they will call me. Because there are a lot of people who cost Mr. Bwaka today work in Mr. Bwaka office. There are people who cost Mr. Weir and they work there once they start praising him. So when you say that because we do anything for a job, no. Because we're tired, we want to see good thing in Liberia. We want roads. You don't see your criticizing the roads. But because the roads are not prepared properly because of politics. Why you think Mr. Bwaka going over the roads? Because CDC government was just paving road just to win the 2023 election. Because you see, that's what fooled a lot of people. Things change in Liberia. Let me give you an example of ECOMOG. When ECOMOG went to Liberia in 1990, when ECOMOG entered Liberia, 92, 91, ECOMOG entered Liberia. They start going on with our Liberian women. Guess what they were giving them? Gari, Farion. That is what the Nigerian people are giving our women. And people were hungry. Some women that used to take care to their family, they eat, they were hungry. When our other batch, when our other regiment went back, the new ones that came, they didn't know that the people not taking Gari again. The people are taking rice. So by the time they come to themselves, that rice, everybody want rice because everyone bringing rice now. So no more Gari, they start getting rice. They can say, oh, but the people say that Gari, oh. They fight, the second group that came, they won't get Gari. They say, I beg you, why do Gari? They get and say, why do Gari? I beg you, Gari. They start getting pusao, they start bringing rice. When our group went back, when they came back, they think they come and get together rest again. The guys are beg you that money now because we got rest, we got enough, we got beans and also that money. They start giving US dollar. It's the same thing in Liberia. If you compare when you compare chancellor election to now, when you see the amount of Liberians that register every election time, the registration goes up. Now, this going election, 1.6 million people voted. UP got 800,000+ of that vote. 20,000 different between they and CDC. So less than 1 million people voted for UP. Less than 1 million people voted for UP. 2.4 million plus almost 2.5, not exact 2.5, register. So you know how many people never voted? There are a lot of people who refuse to vote for either party. So only 800,000, less than 1 million people voted for Mr. Bwaka to be president. So there are, when you put the sedition and whatsoever together, there are a lot of over 2-3 million people still sitting there who never voted. So this coming election will increase. Now it's up to you and myself. UP will be running after the young people. We will run after the young people. Or every opposition will tap into the young group. It's not as well we're telling you. CDC, for on record, CDC is bigger than UP. But CDC is breaking apart. Everybody want to go now and form their own party. Sir Joseph gone, and everybody will carry somebody for money business. So, but UP, CDC is bigger than UP. It's bigger than UP. Facts, in the first round, CDC have won the first round every time. Only in 2011 that they felt they were cheated. That's why they never got into the second round. But 2005, 2017, 2023, they won this first round. So if you can win the first round, so UP, don't lie. The only thing now happening, UP trying to energize the base. So they think that it's big. No. So I will consider CDC the biggest party. Now, from this performance of CDC, Sir Joseph formed his own party. There are other seditions who switch over to UP. They're making an election by themselves. They're trying to say, to hell with all the other parties, only two, or if I don't win, the other person will win. The biggest thing, once they enter the second round, you don't got choice. You must choose one of them. And we're talking to CDC. CDC, you need to support a better candidate. If you don't support a good candidate, I'll be honest with you, anything UP do, they will say, oh, but you think we know we're going to beat you? And then Sir Joseph will be afraid to even vote for you in the second round. People who left CDC now will be afraid to bring CDC back to power because they think that when they bring CDC back to power, CDC will go after them. So they will do everything in their power to keep UP in power. And if you want UP in power, CDC, you can go in a race. I'm telling you, UP, it will be easy for UP to cheat. But if CDC rally around a different face or clean face like Alex Cummings, clean face, the CMC, all the other political parties, if ANC, if Mr. Cummings enter the second round with UP, Liberian people will make the difference. Liberian people will judge the thing, say finally, because this is our problem and this is the question. Mr. Cummings is good, but how will Mr. Cummings get there? So Liberian people, the only way Mr. Cummings can get there until you yourself vote. So if you're not voting for Mr. Cummings, but you're not a member of UP, you're not a member of CDC, that means you yourself, you want a bad government. Because look at the people. Look at the people. Y'all hold on 1 minute, please. Look at 1 minute.
Mr. President, our job is to clean cities. So we must be bold to tell you what we are going through. There is a need for increment, in our salaries. It is unfortunate to note that a city mayor taking $64 US. Our salary should be around the deputy minister's salary. Because of doing plenty work. Okay. Not only equipment to upkeep our cities, and employment of our city workers, the volunteers, all over our cities. So we can't stand here and say everything is okay with us, Mr. President. There's a need that something is done in that case. Thank you so much. We raise our case.
Basically, this is owned by the government of Nigeria. Contributions will come from other regional partners, like the president said, that they will contribute. Some of them have committed to contributing. There is a circulation around that, oh, this is built by because MRU, the president never said that this is built by MRU. It is named MRU. That doesn't mean it is MRU solely that is constructing. But our partners from other countries definitely are contributing because they will contribute.
That's the project there. You go there, there's nothing there in my name.
So who's building it? So who's building that project? Is it funded by Liberia exclusively?
It's going to be funded under the Mano River. That means Guinea, Sierra Leone, Cote d'Ivoire contributory.
But it's on already.
It's on. They've been funded.
Why didn't they tell you about the project?
Well, but they make it
Well, you know me, they know very well I would have resented initially because I don't want anything done there. And so they wanted to make sure.
I am sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to pick up this call. It was very, very important from Liberia. It was very, very important. That's why I pick it up. I'm very sorry. And you'll see my hand will going at this. The country is frustrating. The country is frustrating. Nobody is honest. Nobody. You tell somebody this, they tell you this. You say this one to do this. You say this one to do this. It's so embarrassing. But what to do? We can't give up on Liberia. Now, what I was saying, I play you two tips. City mayor makes 165, well, 65, I'm sorry. City mayor making $65. And they were sitting there, they laughed. Fella sitting right near Mr. Bwaka, they laughing. That was a serious issue, and what there to laugh? Take note. Take note. You got a deputy speaker sitting. In fact, other politicians will say, what? $65? But no, they laugh because the man say we should get paid as a deputy minister. Oh, they laugh. They laugh. That is why the people are doing nothing. But representative getting how much? $10,000. $10,000 plus the benefits. That is why we say nothing have changed in Liberia. Mr. Bwaka said he was not aware of the project. So if Mr. Bwaka was not aware of the project, do you know how many things in Liberia he's not aware of? He was not aware of the bulletproof. Fully their body now that they want to cause the prayer in Brisbane. Mr. Bwaka said that Mana River Union. They don't say Mr. Bwaka never said it, but you're listening to it now. If I knew, I was going to stop it. So who signed a contract for Liberia? Even Mr. Bwaka don't even know how many countries made up the Mana River Union. He said Liberia, he said Guinea, Ivory Coast, and he said Sierra Leone, Ivory Coast, and Guinea, Guinea and Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast is not part of Mana River Union. Timas asking, so who will make the payment? Oh, the money coming from the other countries. Don't get me wrong, it's a strategic place. It's a strategic place that is sitting. If for true, be honest to the people. Who will stop you? I put in a building over there. Nobody stopped Joshua when he was building the park right behind the airport. The first thing he said, oh, your women, how many times plane can come to that airport? They said. It's not about how many times plane can come to the airport, but decent country to the wrong place. You understand? So who's stopping? They go ahead and do it. But lies upon lies upon lies upon lies upon lies. So Liberians, you're independent, the independent Liberians. There are so many Liberians who are not members of political parties. So I'm saying again, let me come back to what I was talking about. Mr. Cummings, Alex Cummings, is the better person. We must try him. So CDC, CMC, what can I see? Opposition, we need to come together. We need to rally around the best person. Let us put our ego aside. That is what the UP people don't want to hear. Because right now, if I look on all of my posts here, I will see some of them trying to kill me. Some of them trying to do things that right now, let me see. If I look on here now, let me see what they got there. You will see some of the comments here that make no sense. And okay, Peter, you called me, man. I saw the missed call on the other phone. Joseph Johnson, yeah. Okay, he now there's an argument. Is a Liberian who was able to leave our country is no longer a part of his. There we go. Because you are jealous of his opportunity. Immediately hateful people. Okay. Samuel, what's up? Good morning to all. Good morning to all. Good morning. There's some good comments. You say no sign. Yes, we sorry. Wow, very interesting. And so, yeah, okay. Vivian Hands for Dennis Flomo, Emmanuel Talbot. So let me say this. Look, and people saying that Mr. Cummings is not a presidential material. How presidential material look like? Mr. Cummings' message is not resonating, but the corrupt people message resonating. The corrupt people message resonating. Why we should continue to elect bad officials? Why? Liberians, you are the one who voting. They need you more than you need them. They come to you every day. They beg you for their vote. They lie to you. But other good Liberians will come and you still ask the same question, say, oh, we ain't get water to drink, we ain't get where, we've been trying to get where, we've been trying to put latrine, we don't have a public latrine, the person come and bail it. You still vote against them. Even if they don't win. So what reciprocating? What is the gratitude from you as a citizen of Liberia? But listen, the Liberian Post spoke that thing long time. 2029, we try Alex Cummings. And the people then, you ask every, I never heard a Liberian, even the comments we're reading, that Mr. Cummings is not capable. Oh, Mr. Cummings can't win. Mr. Cummings, he too slow. Oh, Mr. Cummings, nobody know him. But nobody said Mr. Cummings is corrupt. Nobody said Mr. Cummings is not capable. But he has the international contact. He has everything a president needs. Alex Cummings is the only person who retired before going into politics. Yes, retired. He's a passionate person. He's an introvert. He's not like us that will talk. No. He quiet, he sit by himself. He thinks before he says something. He don't insult no one. He respect every view. He respect everybody. He look at you as a Liberian. If you go back and listen to Mr. Cummings 13 years ago, when he was in Kokula, one of his last interview, when they were asking him how he managed the center to hold, what he did, and how he worked with people. Mr. Cummings is not coming to be president. One say yesterday, Mr. Cummings won't bring Congo people back. That Kisi man telling me, but they forgot that Mr. Bwaka have appointed more people from Lofa County. But we're talking about Congo. What do you mean by Congo? Is there any Congo in Liberia anymore? There's no Congo in Liberia. You get the man you call Congo, get one Bassa woman. One Bassa man, get one Congo woman. You still calling them Congo. You still calling people foreigner. That's how racist and terrible Liberians are. They've seen people that know that things is not working in Liberia. They sit in America. There are people who want to go home. They cannot go home. You want us to do business in Liberia, but how can we do business in Liberia when you're not even giving us the opportunity? Even if one Liberian mess up, the other Liberians should have the opportunity. If one Liberian can pay debt, you still must give the other man something that he should pay the debt. If you don't pay the debt, you go after him. But they would rather give it. There are a lot of problems in Liberia. You go to the bank, you ask for loan, $25,000 loan. Before you walk out, it's $20,000. Who's going to pay that money? You will have to pay the $25,000. That is why the Lebanese man and the Indian man, they go to Liberia. They're easy for them because they don't care. You tell them build a house for $25,000, they build it $110,000, they give it to you. That's it. You can talk from that. That's all. All the government want is just to say, my man, just build it, put the house. You know what to do. Put it in your paper. We got politicians. We vote. We elect people. We give people jobs based on parties. It's wrong. But that's the system in Liberia. We gave you job because I voted for you, because I supported you. Misplace everybody. We got politicians talking about the economy when they're not even economists. You got Politicians talking about how business operate when they don't even got one business. Who's supposed to give you the idea when it comes to business in Liberia? Who you need to get it from? Talk to the business people. Talk to the business people and put them together and see what the problem is. The politicians are in the house. On these other jobs, you put professionals, ministers, people who knows the job. Not because you're a medical doctor, that means you can be minister of information or minister of health. You don't have to be a medical doctor to be the minister of health. You don't have to. You don't have to be a policeman to be police director. You don't have to. A lawyer can be a police director. An administrator can be a health minister. Look at all the big hospitals in around the world. Johns Hopkins University, you think the administrator over there are the doctor? No. The doctors are medical doctors. They're doing the work. They are not administrators. They're there to do the work. You go to youth and sports. You put a politician to youth and sports. You go to a labor ministry. You put another politician there. Because of money, suppress Liberian work. You bring in more foreigners just because you want to raise money for taxes. So you prefer giving work permit to drivers, to ordinary drivers in Liberia. So you're not talking about that one there too? Because you want money, you suppress your own people. We are rich. Money is not a Liberia problem. As I said, we got a vice president, he said a businessman. According to the president, he said he's a businessman. But he understands how the business operates. Government don't create jobs. Government create the avenues for jobs. Government protect business people money. Some good government will even partnership with you. When you come with $5 million, government put $5 million there to strengthen that business. Everybody come to make business, they carry the profit out of Liberia. Everybody come with a company, some kind of government official get 5%, 10%, 15% share in the business. And we suppress our people. So if I live in Liberia, I will do the same thing. If I never traveled before, maybe I'm going to do the same thing. Or maybe, thank God, I grew up, I was nurtured by an honest person. Maybe I'm going to do the same thing. All our role models in Liberia are crooks. When they're running for office, they sit on the pempe, on the keke, on the pimping, in taxi, they hanging on the car, they're running campaign. By the time they win, they're in a tinted glass. How will you see? How will you see? You can't see anymore. Your car is so tinted. The same people you're dancing with now, you can't dance with them again because you think they won't kill you. But there's plenty in Liberia. And I will say this. There are good people in Liberia. But the good people have been suppressed. And because of poverty, that good man have turned to be a bad man. Because Darius Dillon could not fight and stand for what he believed in, he fought for them. He driving $45,000 car. He putting fancy here, yeah. He taking first class, business class. He got enough money to live on. They don't look at the legacy. They don't look at people. But don't get me wrong. And I will say again, and I owe no one an apology. He's still better off than the other guys. Martin Colley criticized the government. Martin Colley, who was the one of the guys who pushed the agenda of this government. John Molu, Amara Kone. The government is not doing good. The government is not doing good. So who do you blame? You blame the president. The president is the one that make the appointment. You want me to blame Ellis Cummings? You want for Ellis Cummings to just put his money and create a job and do a business. If Cummings open one day small shop right now in Liberia, what benefit they go to the point in the Makande? You say Mr. Cummings should run for representative or senator first. Is that the law that you must run for senator or representative? Then why Mr. Boaka ain't do that? Because if that was the law, he was not going to go as vice president either. Everything we lie about it. And that the same nonsense you're starting. Some of you, we know you won't come back. Oh, Mr. Cummings, that gay. But trust me, we're telling you now. We're telling you. If you put a post, you will get it backfire. And that person who you supporting will get the same backfire. AI is too sweet. That the best thing that people ever make. Some people get in van and they say, oh, we can go and start chat GPT that one can be using. Oh, you know it for using? You don't know. Everybody use it, make it easy. All you need to do is to put your ideas in there, it will fix it for you. That's all you need to do. And some of y'all who talk about chat GPT, when you're ready, can post it. You'll take it from there, you'll post it too, straight, and we can be looking at look at the one there. They won't say get PhD, but a chat GPT, just put it there for them. But some of us now will put our own say like chat GPT, but you're confused. Because our own idea can be correct. But we're seeing it. You put my candidate, you lie. We'll go after you and we'll go after your candidate. That's not me doing it. That's not me doing it. I'm too good to do that kind of thing there. That's not me doing it. But somebody will do it. All hands on deck. Plenty gay and lesbian working in our government. Plenty gay and lesbian were working in George with our government. But you look at our innocent man, call him gay. Been married for over 45 years. You 2 children, 5 grand. You call him gay. Mrs. Cummings looked like somebody who would be married to or gay for the rest. What kind of nonsense is that? Bullshit. Foolishness. No respect. We go after people family because you can't fight them because you got nothing on them. That old fool went after Mrs. Cummings' son. All these things just boil down to jealousy. Talk about the issues. Talk about the issues. Stand for something. Stand for something that you believe in. I say again, let me go back to that boxing ring 4.0. When you see the people that are in there, you will be so surprised that while Liberia is going through the mess we're going in, the kind of ideas they can put in there, I can ask myself the question and say, yes, who are we? Liberia is just a different place. I don't know when God drove the devil from heaven, he landed in Liberia and he born plenty of us. We are different people. Some of the so-called educated people, when they post, you ask yourself, but what the hell is this? Mr. Cummings forced to be president. He don't have to be president. He can still do what he want to do. He can still do what he want to do. Which of the politicians in Liberia that ever in their entire life to purchase or size of generator 350 kV for BWR, which of the politicians in Liberia who got money that purchase size of generator that to give it to a school? Who's that? Joshua never did it. Mr. Boaka never did it. Bernard Yure never did it. Alex Cummings did it. Which of the politicians in Liberia for free to build an engineering department for the Nima Community College from the foundation to the top? None of them have done it. I'm not talking about building your own school. I'm talking about building for people. Alex Cummings. Alex Cummings has visited 73 districts. Alex Cummings built bridge in Lofa County. He built mosques, church. He took care of hospitals. He contributed to the University of Liberia, the computer lab. He took care of the young children. They had an essay or something the other day. The other girl who won it actually in New York. He gave them, and don't talk about it because he's a humanitarian. He respects human dignity. There are so many renowned human beings in Liberia who are alive and dead that Ellis Cummings paid the medical bills. But he will not talk about it. He went to a mentor who told the train said, just shut the camera off. He sent rice to places. He said, you forget it. If they want talk, they can talk. They don't want talk, they can talk. He don't send it because that he partisan. Ellis Cummings is the only politician who promised people and fulfill his promise. In 2017, promised to build a little place for these people to the market. And he went back and make sure that that's why he don't promise. And he makes sure that he make it. Nobody can say that, oh, Mr. Cummings came here and told us it. That means they're not Mr. Cummings. Nobody in Liberia can tell you, say, Mr. Cummings promised us and never gave it as a lie. But he don't talk about it. And I'm not going to force him to talk about it because of his style. You can't teach him. He will adapt other things, but he don't have to. So it's like he's not desperate to become president to get rich because of financial gain. No. He desperate that, hey man, we're doing it the wrong way. Who spoke about the economy? Ellis Cummings. Who spoke about the problems of Liberia and how to fix it? Ellis Cummings. All we hear from the other people is Tabata. Mr. Cummings talked about the $1 billion. He said in my first 3 years, he said my first year, he said my first 3 years, our budget will reach to $1 billion. And he broke it down how they will generate that money. Sametwe went after him first. Mr. Cummings don't know what he's talking about. After Mr. Cummings made that statement, in less than 3 months, Sametwe then pumped the budget out to what? Almost $800 some million. Today, Mr. Baka came in his second year, he bumped it to $1.2 billion. Now, they know what they saw in there. If it don't work for them, fine. So you see, some people think that Mr. Cummings will come and criticize the budget. Yes, we're the citizen. And guess what? To show that Liberia, we're not serious. Who is supposed to discuss the budget? Who talk show hosts and other people sort of call radio to say, you look at the budget, is right? The University of Liberia, Cottington University, all your economists, all your financial people, bring them there and say, you look at the budget, is right? But no, when you go to LU, the children talking politics because everybody in politics. Say, muya, say. Everybody do the same thing. ANC do the same thing. CDC do the same thing. Everybody, because it's like, everybody do the same thing in Liberia. Everybody do the same thing. I just came to make a 5-minute speech. The other guy singing for 10 minutes. Oh, Mr. Cummings, we are. Oh, Mr. Cummings, we are. Mr. Cummings. Then when you go, George, we are. George, we are. Oh, Mr. Baka coming. Oh, Mr. Baka coming. Hey, man. Then we tell them, say they stop, they say no. Because everybody copycat. When you talk to them, say, but how they can do it, or chief, how they can do it. How they can do it. Oh, put your hands together for the men who coming to make sure that we get a good roof. Oh, say, and put your hands together. The men who looking around to make sure that everything here will be good. Oh, say, what's that? Oh, Labra sweet. Oh, Labra sweet. Labra sweet. Let me tell you the real truth. Labra sweet. Easy to deal with. Easy country. Consistency is the biggest thing. So Liberians, we can make it. We can change these people. But only one man can do it. I can still think I alone from now to judgment. There I know some people are looking stupid. They may get work to do. Yes, I got work to do. Freya, I'm going straight in our house to go to my work. The good thing, I'm call my own time. That's the thing. Look at all the politicians. They are rich. Very, very rich. We're struggling, we're working just to make ends meet. Then they come, they brag, they tell you somebody just came to government selling plank. His little small popularity, he managed to win. Today, he can brag about over 100 trucks. 100 trucks. It's sad though. It's sad. People jumping from year to year because they don't know which one is working. Which one working? They're getting older, so they say, you know what, I gotta get my own. Like you see what he says, Samuel Jackson going to CMC. Somebody will ask me about Samuel. I says, what people going to see Samuel Jackson? Well, I said, oh, Samuel Jackson in another child room there, killing himself there. Then other people pushing for Joshua to come back. We're telling you again, seditions. You're the biggest party, but you got to rally around the best candidate. If you want to see UP back in the power, it's fine. It don't have to be. If it's not you, it can be me. And not because I criticize you, that means you'll not make the difference or patron. You got to make the difference. You got to make the difference. Y'all have a good day. God bless you. I will talk to you later again. Very soon, we'll be going full blast. Very, 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 very soon. Bye for now. Okay, let me leave this with you. And you see me share some of the rules in Liberia. Now the rules, they say, we just send people there. Yeah, some of the rules here. Okay, bye guys. Y'all have a good day and God bless you.